to an abrupt end last week against Warrington, so while not quite back to square one for the reigning champions, they do have some wrongs to right tonight against the Giants, who've had little to smile about in season 2024. Well, the Warriors' recent back-to-back losses have blown open the race for this year's League Leaders' Shield, and their efforts to avoid 3 on the spin have been boosted by the returns from injury of centre Adam Kieran and star fullback Jay Field, who has missed the last 6. The good news comes as the club comes to terms with the loss of hooker Brad O'Neill for the rest of the season, so Cruz Leeming's availability is timely. The only other change is Ryan Hampshire partnering Harry Smith now in the halves, replacing talented teenager Jack Farrimond. So 4 changes for the hosts and 4 for the visitors after their defeat to the Rhinos, which certainly put a paid to any slim chance they had of making the top 6. One of those changes comes in the pack. Sam Hewitt is recalled. There are some swaps. Jake Bibby will go to his more familiar centre position from the second row. Sam Halsall onto the wing in replacing Elliot Wallace, and on the bench there are returns for Thomas Deacon, Andre Savelio and Seb Ikehihifo. Well, again, we've said it before the break, a disappointing season for the Huddersfield Giants, languishing in 9th and with not a lot to smile about. They do, though, John, have the nucleus of a side that, whether it's under Luke Robinson or a different head coach, may do something in 2025. Yeah,
Harry Rushton shot there. He could be proud of a lot of his efforts this year. Luke Yates was obviously a standout for them, now gone to Warrington. He's a big loss, but there remains a strong enough squad. But without doubt, the story tonight is Jay Field's back in town.
What do you say when you're prepping against Jay Field?
When the ball's 50 metres away, still stay alive. He can obviously be over there in a couple of seconds, but he's just so electric. There's certain players in the competition, not that you're scared of, but you know how good they are, and he's one of them.
So you're defending on your edge, he's over the other side of the field, and you're talking either side of you, saying, be alert, he might bounce across.
Yeah, keep moving, concentrate, because you never know when he'll come back.
Well, they will be delighted to have him back in the side. Of course, no Bevan French in this attritional season. Matt Pete has never lost 3 in a row, John.
Yeah, never lost 3 in a row, and it won't be. Hoping that happens tonight. Look, Wigan going to this game favourites. Jay Field coming back makes that even more promising for the Wigan team. But a big night for Wigan to bounce back. This title race is blown open by the last 2 weeks.
Here come the champions and the Huddersfield Giants. John said a quick start for the Huddersfield Giants, meeting fire with fire in the middle of the field. An aggressive start. You concur?
Yeah, they've got to. They've got to make an imprint in this game. They've got to start quick, and hopefully they're into Wigan's heads, and we're going to do it on confidence. So they've got to see what happens.
What's the minimum that would be acceptable for Matty P tonight?
I think he's looking for under 10 points conceded. I think 6 to 10 points conceded, and he'll be happy.
You agree with that, George?
I agree.
Okay, pitch being cleared here at the Brick Community Stadium. Can the Warriors get back to winning ways? Can the Huddersfield Giants add yet another twist to this remarkable Betfred Super League season? Find out in the company of our commentary team. Standing by are John Wells and Mark Wilson.
Cheers, Brian. Wigan's long unbeaten record came to a halt in dramatic fashion last week, but with 6 of their last 9 at home, Wigan will look to end the regular season on a high, and in doing so, potentially lock up a home semi-final in the playoffs. The Giants arrive here looking for just a 3rd win in 12. Will they upset the odds tonight? Their last win here was back in 2019. We're about to get underway here at the Brick Community Stadium. Will the Warriors bounce back? Can Huddersfield cause an upset? Round 20 of the Betfred Super League is underway. The high kick-off, the Cherry and Whites of Wigan. They'll get first use of the ball, and they'll bring it forward. Delighted to say, alongside John Wells tonight, John, Wigan don't often have a point to prove, but maybe tonight they do to themselves.
Yeah, good evening, Mark. Good evening, everybody. I would say, yes, it is to themselves. And particularly in the middle, both John and George alluded to it in the pitch-side build-up there. I think they were embarrassed over the last couple of weeks, particularly in the middle. I know an awful lot of the news has been about Jay Field returning, and we do want our superstars on the field at this time of the year. But it's the middle that needs to shape up this evening.
Well, here he is, and he gets the ball away, and Marshall's off down the sideline, and he's got support inside. Might not need it. Ankle tapped and try saver there. Connor it was who got a bootlace to stop what looked a certain try. Wigan had numbers inside. Marshall went alone, and he was caught. Here come Wigan again. Wow, what an effort that was from the Huddersfield Giants to stop Marshall. Super League's top try scorer, might get another chance here because they're coming to his side again. Not the best pass out the back. Wardle will collect it. Wardle will go alone. Wardle for the line. Can he reach over? No, he can't. So nearly a perfect start for the Warriors.
Got two really significant defensive efforts from Jake Connor. That's the first. Just got enough of Liam Marshall's bootlace to bring him down, and then right at the end of the set he got underneath Jake Wardle as well to stop him from grounding the ball. I mean, they're already on the rear foot, and it's exactly the sort of start that we expected to see from the home side.
Yeah, they've had a couple of heavy defeats at the hands of the Warriors already this season. They come here as of potential fly in the ointment as Cudjoe brings it forward. They have got a few troops back. They were down to the bare bones for the last few weeks, Huddersfield, but they do have some back as the ball works its way forward. Sam Halsall back where it all began for him, such a promising youngster.
Yeah, he is, but he's the wrong side of his own 20-metre line, forcing Jake Connor into a kick downfield, and that'll be a little tick in a box for Matt Pete in that notebook. That defence will be really high on the agenda tonight.
Well, look at that, tackle one is going to be over halfway, so the Warriors have started brightly here. A victory will take them back to the Super League summit. It is in effect a game in hand. I know they play Lyon Tuesday night, but win here they would be level on games played and 2 points clear as Cruz Leeming jumps out a dummy half. Here now is Farrell back in the more familiar ground, the safer ground of the back row tonight for Wigan. Leeming back fit, a boost with that loss to Brad O'Neill in the week as Nsemba coughs the ball up. So Huddersfield's defence holds firm.
Yep, good contact. It was a short ball from Hampshire. Nsemba never really gathered it in, did he?
Huddersfield then get to start 30 away from their own line.
Go one. Cruz, I need that extra step.
Working its way forward with the Giants.
And the back still two.
Short pass taken in. Huddersfield just short of the halfway.
Move, hold me, boys. Hold it. Go third. In the back. Still
Here's
third.
Waller here. Nice run from Rushton. Rushton powers his way through. Nice run from the former Wigan youngster. Ball now with Cudjoe, gets it away to Russell, finds Connor, he's going to stab the kick in behind, Field comes racing across. Gets a bit of an awkward bounce, but has got the pace to get himself out of trouble. But all in all, not a bad set from the Giants.
Much better set from the Giants. You could see where they're targeting as well. It's Tuilola here. Nice straight ball to Harry Rushton over the top of Harry Smith, making the Wigan halfback do some defensive work.
Now it's the Warriors' turn to bring it off their own line. Here they'll go with Miski, and he's going to draw a penalty, just what they needed.
Well, that's a shame because the defensive set started well. It was a kick into the corner from Jake Connor, but just too quick, top of your screen. Just a yard or two offside, too eager.
So a relieving penalty will get the Warriors downfield. Luke Robinson in interim charge again at the Giants. An ongoing job interview. The Giants this week said that they've had plenty of interest in the role. As now the Warriors go forward with Havard. He's tackled, centre of the field. Options to the left. That's where they're going now with Thompson. Thompson, a strong carry.
Move! Hold, find space.
Leeming looks. See Smith move to his right. Now they get it. Here is Smith. Moves the ball to Field. Field with a short pass on the angle. Good tackle from Connor. Needed to be as well. Wigan back on the front foot, and Nsemba goes for it. He's tackled a couple of metres away. Still got tackles in hand here, the Warriors. They're spread out all across the field. Leeming did well to gather the pass. Here now is Smith. Out the back they go here to Farrell. Farrell looking to get the ball away. Will now cut back in field and straightens things up. Tackle 12 away. Last one incoming then. Giants have got to be aware defensively here as Wigan line up to the left. That's where they go now. Ellis to Smith. Smith with a big step. Goes back down the shorter side. Kicks in goal, and no nonsense there from the Giants. Maybe had a little bit more time than he thought, Ollie Russell, but safety first knocks it dead.
Yeah, I think he felt that he had no other option but to give another set away in defence. Nicely executed kick, just a little roll kick into the in goal. It was never going to go dead, so it's play it and risk, or just back your defence for another set of 6. It's been an expansive start, hasn't it, for the Wigan Warriors?
It's a good start as well for the Tigers over on Sky Sports Arena. Castleford 4, Lee 0. The Leopards, who will be here on Tuesday night. They need to win, really, to keep their playoff chances alive. Here come the Wigan Warriors towards the 40s. Not a bad restart from the Giants.
Don't go early. Go on, good Leroy.
Thompson again takes it forward.
Move square. Go 2.
Leeming, short pass finds Hampshire, who's tackled by Chris Hill.
Move, Chris.
Now a stoppage in play here, and I think there's a problem for Matty English, who's got a head knock, and as it come, you can see the blood dripping. Oh, look, and there's a bit of water in there.
It's diluted,
Worse. Yeah.
You just do a sharp intake of breath there, Mike. Yeah, I'm just looking at the Huddersfield defence. I thought Oliver Russell did a really good job there. So you've got Ryan Hampshire, who's not played an awful lot of rugby this year, dropped into the halves, and they had a spread play option on, and it was Hampshire's job to engage the line and then get the ball onto Harry Smith, and he abandoned the play because of the shoot, the rush, the pressure that Russell put on from the outside. I mean, it's a dangerous game to play for 80 minutes, but it's worked so far.
Matty English back in the Giants' side after a short spell on loan at Castleford. 4 games there. Robinson looks on. He'll be hoping that English will be okay. Let's have a look. I think he's got the elbow, has he? That was pretty clear. Matty English will come off and hopefully get that sorted out. Instead, Ikahifo comes on.
1 second, Harry. Tackle 3, right, 1 second.
An opportunity here then for Wigan. We'll restart play. Ellis leading the line. Trying to get that arm free, can't do so under a 3-player tackle. Leeming looks against Smith, sprints to the right. Hampshire this time finds Smith, who will find Field, and a good race out of defence there. Good work from Bibby. They pushed up and got their man. Last one for the Warriors then. Are they coming back to Marshall? They're going to float the kick high across field. Marshall and Wardle are after it. Looked like Wardle got taken out there, but it's well dealt with by the Giants in the end, and Aidan McGowan's underneath it.
Yeah, no, Ngama he just held his line, I think, there. Tuilagi here goes short side first play. I don't think...
Well, we've seen this a lot before. McGowan's actually done pretty well to help his teammate out there, but this is the incident.
Yeah, no,
McGowan had his back to him.
Yeah, Jake Wardle had eyes for the ball, so he couldn't see what was in front of him. Ngama's not obliged to get out of the way. He just held his position. Again, going back to that defensive set from the Giants, this time it was Bibby who came in. At least, look, they're working and they're connected and they're working as one unit, and that is stymieing this Wigan attack so far.
Yeah, here's Kudjoe, gets it away to Russell, moves the ball along the back line to Connor. Connor gets it away, almost half a break there. Hal Saw, we know about his pace, but wrapped up there, just over the 30. Connor to Kudjoe, gets it away. They'll move it to Rushton. He'll get it away to Ngama. Ngama tries the in and out on Wardle, and again they hold the player up. They're so good at that, Wigan, holding players up in the tackle and trying to get them over the sideline.
Go far, good.
Last one here. Pressure on Lolohea. Does well to get the kick. It's a high one. Field waits underneath it. Catches it nicely. Has a look up. Brings the ball back. Nobody to pass it to. He's wrapped up on the 30-metre line.
Yeah, and that pressure, that like you said, that holding those players up and just slowing the ball down allows that pressure on the last tackle. I'm sure Tuilagi didn't want to just hoof it in the air for Jay Field to catch, but he's got no option.
Leeming gets it away to Miskey. Giants defensively started okay. They got undone in that first set, didn't they, down their right-hand side. But after that, they've been pretty good so far. Tackle made on Havard. Here now is Smith from inside the 40, trying to get in behind McGowan, who's back, catches it on the first bounce. Got his first try for the Giants last week in the loss to Leeds, and he's wrapped up 35 out from his own line.
Yeah, he's had a good start to life in Super League's Aidan McGowan. Spent time at the Bradford Bulls earlier this season. He operates primarily as a fullback, but he knows that back 3 role reasonably well. He was well positioned as well there for the attempted 40-20.
Yeah. Here now goes Bibby, back on his old stomping ground.
Goal third.
Short pass to Kudjo. Ikehifo bends his back, knocks two off. Smith and Wardle.
Release four, hold it now. Goal
Play the ball 40 away. It's a shocking pass. And it goes straight through the four Giants players waiting for it. Milner's pass, a horrible one. Wigan will get it back just short of the halfway.
Yeah, and Adam Milner would like that one back as well. I think because again, look, they're making no secret of the game plan. They're going right at Harry Smith. Ikehifo straight over the top of him, and then look to play on the short side as they're trying to readjust. Just couldn't execute the pass, overcooked it.
Hold it, boys.
A cheap turnover of possession. Here goes Marshall.
Come. Move straight away. Hold it, Chris. Well done, you've adjusted one.
A patient start from Wigan. They've not pushed it too much yet. The Giants so far so good from their point of view. Hill makes the tackle. Ball up the middle. Ellis can't find an offload. Wrapped up, pushed to the ground.
Hold it. Goal third.
Leaving gets it away to Hampshire. Turns it back to Nsemba. He drives it forward. 25 away. Doesn't go to ground initially.
Musab.
We'll play it now to Leeming, who has to take a couple of strides. Gets it to Smith. Tips the ball on to Wardle. Didn't panic. Gets the ball away to Marshall. Marshall has to cut back as Nagamas closed him down. And this is going to be the last tackle. Smith will get it again. He's going to send it high. Field and Farrell are after it. And McGowan puts his foot over the line and catches it again. Good experience from the young man.
Yeah, well done. Great spatial awareness. Knew exactly where he was. Planted the foot, which he... Look, it's no good being in the right place, then dropping your foot after you've taken possession. Did everything right there. And then takes the first carry as well. This middle unit for Huddersfield have been working hard. They'll be wanting the backs to come in and give them a breather.
Well, Ikehifo will carry. Again, he rocks back a couple of Wigan forwards.
Move! Junior extra step. Hold it now.
Milner will play it on the Giants 40. Here's Kudjo.
Two.
Be wrapped up. The veteran.
Move! Hold, boys. Hold it!
Thompson's got a bit of a knock on the head there. He's just feeling
Surrender back, still third.
the bridge of his nose as he lays on the ground. Here's Nagama. Runs at Wardle. Tackle made just over halfway. There is Luke Thompson. Here's Hill. What can the Giants do at the end of this set then? Cause some problems for the Wigan back three. They'll go to Lollahea again. He puts up the kick. Field will come forward. So could be a problem. Catches it on the full. Gets it away to Marshall. Marshall goes for a break, and Milner got just enough of him to bring him down just outside the Wigan 20.
Yeah, so well drilled. It was a good end to the set from the Huddersfield Giants. And the ball was dropping on Jay Field's head, but Liam Marshall, all the experience in the world, he gave him an outlet, and they've got the skill to execute as well.
Goal two.
Possession then heavily in favour of Wigan. Completion rate needs to improve a little bit. And they're on top on the meters as well, and early signs that Huddersfield having to do more defending, and they're going to have more to do here, having just conceded a penalty.
Yeah, just a lazy arm. I think Leroy Kudjo who was a culprit. Just talking about completion rates, I think they're really important to Wigan, the way that they play. Their average for this season is 80%. The last two games, the last two losses, they dropped down into the 60s at Hull FC and at home to the Warrington Wolves. I think it's hugely important to their setup.
Here now goes Havard. Wraps up. Now there's a Giants player. Chris Hill's gone down. Looking a good way. Let's hope he's okay. Chris Hill. Over 550 career appearances. Look at this again. Yeah. Bumpers were up.
Yeah, his call one flush. When I was reading the stats on Chris Hill, I mean, amazed. I know he'd been around for a long time, but over 500 career games. I mean, that is some service to the sport and still going strong.
It is in the front row. Credit where it's due. Chris Hill. I think he would have joined the Giants 3 seasons ago, thinking he was going to a club that could potentially win something. It's not quite happened that way, has it, for him and the Giants? check over from the physio. Looks like he's going to be okay to carry on here. It's been a bit of a stop-start to the game, hasn't it, so far? A few bumps to the heads.
Yeah, you feel that way. And the Warriors, the home side, I think everybody expecting a reaction. I don't think we've really seen it. And that's credit, I think, to a stern, if erratic defence from Huddersfield. Chris Hill will be removed from the field for an HIA. That'll be a concern for Luke Robinson. He'll be forced into an earlier change. And General keep us across how that head injury assessment goes. Yeah, there's nothing untoward in that. It's just, you know, it's two players going in full-blooded. Ethan Havard, as you said, getting the bumpers up, using the terminology. Chris Hill will go off for an assessment. His replacement, Fenton Rodgers, who I thought has, you know, had some really good glimpses, albeit in defeat last week against Leeds. Big strapping lad.
Oh, now an error there from Smith. That was an unforced error. That won't help the completion rate. You mentioned Fenton Rodgers, who's now featured in all 4 games under Luke Robinson, one of the Giants youngsters. He's been out on loan as well. I think he's got the raw attributes, hasn't he, Fenton Rodgers?
I was working pitch side last week. He's massive. Huge blow.
It's Kudjoe. Wrapped up just over the halfway, so the Giants getting some unexpected territory here. Here is Rodgers. Runs it in.
I think that's what you describe as raw-boned, isn't it?
He likes the physicality of it. Here's Lolohea. Short pass finds Ruston. Ruston through one tackle. Going to be pushed back eventually to the Wigan 20-metre line. Milner waits. Ruston told to get to his feet. Gets it away now to Lolohea. Lolohea will find Russell. Russell gets it away. Here's Connor. Here's trouble. Bit of a juggle. Oh, great pass. Back on the inside. Back in Wigan, and he puts the Giants in front. Juggling, but good skill, and the Giants fans are delighted. So is Jake Bibby. He's got the first try of the night.
Starting with some play, some spread play. The boys at pitchside talked pre-game about that Wigan right edge, and you know they have patched it up. Kieran's back there. They've got Junior and Sember out there, still relatively inexperienced. We talked about checking lead lines, and again, Junior and Sember just lost his momentum, lost his pace. And I think Adam Kieran didn't have an awful lot of confidence in Ryan Hampshire and decided to come in. And then it's a good piece of interplay between those outside backs for those Huddersfield Giants. It's a nice ball, nice travelling pass from Jake Connor. Waits for the pressure from the inside. A tap on from Bibby. The crowd are going mad because they reckon that's forward. He won't care. Try's been given.
How good was this from Connor?
Yeah, just waits. He waits until he literally felt Hampshire's hands on his back. Committed Kieran, and then it's Halsall to Bibby. And it's not the scoreline we expected. But I tell you what, they've deserved that. That's a brilliant piece of attacking play, patient as well.
Jake Bibby actually had a bit more time had he realised to come nearer the posts. He scores the try. In the back row recently, back out to the centre. And Jake Connor, 69% on the kicking tee. Can he build on that here? Sends a kick confidently through the post. 6 points to 0. The Giants lead then. Let's get some injury news from the Huddersfield Giants with Jenna Brooks.
For Huddersfield, Matty English, I've been told, has passed his head injury assessment. He has had to have a few stitches, though, in that head of his.
So Matty English has passed his head injury assessment. Ball working its way forward. Up to the 20. Towards the 30 they go. The Giants looking to build on that performance that led to the first try. Here they go now, looking to work it out to Nagama. Nagama up and over the 35. Connor's going to kick downfield, across the field, looking for a 40-20. And that's going to be tapped back in play. And it's picked up, and Wigan get it back. 6 points to 0, the Giants lead.
Yeah, it's a good set after points as well for the Giants. I'm interested to see what the response is for the Wigan Warriors. There's a lot of forwards who are still walking back here. A little bit fatiguing, these middlemen. Havard and Cade Ellis still to get behind the ball.
Marshall with a good carry. Wigan looking to get back on level terms. Here goes Farrell. Home fans are getting a little bit irate here, but that's because Huddersfield Giants are giving the Warriors plenty to think about early on. Leeming kicks out a dummy half. That will wander towards the touchline and find touch 20 out from the Giants line, but I don't think the Giants will be too concerned by that.
No, they won't. But look, I think the Wigan Warriors are looking for just a small breather, small respite, arguably against the run of play, because the Wigan Warriors have had the dominance of possession. These two won't be panicking.
Well, there'll be a little bit of concern. He'll be pleased as punch with the start that his team have made. Some more taping up going on for the Huddersfield Giants. I think Harry Rushton's just had a bit of running repair.
Well, he got opened up last week, you remember. So you know, these cuts, they don't get along to heal before you're back into action again.
They don't. Nagama up to the 20. Milner wants a quick play of the ball, gets it away to Cudjoe. Cudjoe runs it and Semmer gets the ball away to Russell. Here now is danger. Connor gets it wide. Bibby, that was forward surely. This time the officials do get it, and that was one forced pass too many.
Yeah, look, the shape they're getting right. I actually think Cudjoe could have passed that in the first instance to Ollie Russell. They had great shape, great swinging play from Jake Connor out the back. The centre of the winger are timing off Ollie Russell. If he gets that pass first, I reckon they could cause Wigan some real problems.
Well, there's Matty English ready to come back on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's a bonus for the Giants.
Head in there, boys. Adam, I need that head in.
This could be a chance. All 6 Wigan players are to the left of the scrum here. All going into the scrum. Here now is Smith, gets it away to Field. Field steps through one, but Nagama got... Oh, steal! Is that a one-on-one steal? No, it's not. It's a penalty. McGowan thought he was away there, and it's another penalty for the Warriors.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that. Nagama did just enough to put Jay Field off his stride there. And then, yeah, Rushton had just joined the tackle. Look, it's a tough one, that, because Aidan McGowan didn't have sight of Rushton joining the tackle.
Lee levelling up at the Jungle. That's live on Sky Sports Arena. 4-4 every game, of course, live only on Sky Sports this season from the Men's Super League. Wigan looking to go back to the summit of the Super League. They're behind at home here to the Giants. They've got the ball right where they want it. Leeming underneath the post, 6 metres away. We'll get it away to Smith. Smith now gets it to Field. Again, Nagama runs out again, though he doesn't quite get his man. Field with a short pass, knocked on. Big chance, Hampshire couldn't take it in. Well, Nagama's rushed out a couple of times on this near side, John. He hasn't quite got his man, but he's done almost the job he needed to do.
He's done enough, I think, is the crucial thing. If there's a message that does come down, it may be that Wigan are guilty of overplaying here. They're obviously seeing players clocking off in defence, the seeing shapes. You saw that late adjustment, didn't you, from Sam Hewitt, who just raced back into position. And that's the fine balance you've got to strike, isn't it, between, you know, playing your hand, just being patient and taking the tackle.
What a game that is tomorrow night. Warrington against Hull KR. As it stands, the Super League top 2 going at it tomorrow night. Hull St Helens on Saturday on Sky Sports main event. Salford Leeds, a huge game in the playoff races, also live on Sky Sports main event on Saturday. And we round off round 20. The Broncos against the Dragons at 2:55. Don't forget the verdict, 3:30 on Wednesday. And also available The Bench, skysports.com/podcast for that.
You've got it. Go third.
Just going back to Huddersfield rushing out of defence, John. How soon do you think it'll be before Smith just rolls a kick in behind them, trying to keep them honest, if you like?
Yeah, I mean, certainly if you're an outsider, have a look at this play again. Short ball this time from Russell. Yeah, it would be something that would be in Harry Smith's mind, because what it does, it will put Nagama in 2 minds and McGowan in 2 minds. Maybe just let them break the stride a bit, and that allows then Jay Field to get his pass away.
It's about fine margins. At the moment, it's the Giants who are on the right end of those fine margins. They lead by 6 points to 0. Big Bibby with a try against his former club. Here's Miski. Carries it strongly. Well, Luke Robinson said when he came in back in interim charge, he wanted the players to put a bit of pride into the shirt. He wanted them to be reconnected. I think the signs we're seeing here is that Luke Robinson is getting his wish at the moment.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, there's another one there that's the more cynical amongst us. It was not raised by Luke Robinson. He said, you play for yourself, you play for your team, you play for your club. These guys are playing for contracts as well. You know, there's a lot of guys who won't be in a Huddersfield shirt next year. You've seen them do it again, shot up, and it's working. It's having the effect. It's spooking this Wigan attack. They're abandoning plays.
They are at the moment. Here is Smith. Goes high across the field. McGowan waits inside the 10. There's no pressure on him. He'll collect it, brings it back up to the 10, and he's tackled about 12 off his own line. Now it's the Giants' turn to trudge back and get themselves back on side.
Yeah, both teams now getting into a bit of a groove. They've got a shape set up here of Huddersfield. They've not been shy either of moving it to this left-hand side early.
Here is Connor, gets it away. Carried forward, and now a penalty. Al Saul tackled high.
Yeah, I think they've spotted Ryan Hampshire again. You know, look, I think he's a quality player, who's Ryan Hampshire, but he's a runner more than he is a ball player. And he's not played an awful lot in this Wigan side, certainly not in the starting side, and certainly not in that position this year.
Can the Giants put some more points on? They work their way up towards the halfway line.
At least one. Go one.
Rodgers had a bit of a juggle, just about hold it in time. And he slammed to the turf. Dupree into the action for the Warriors. Slow play of the ball. Here's Cudjoe. Well, they're being made to work hard here, the Giants, for every yard they're getting at the moment. Milner gets it away now to Russell. Short to English. English, that's a better carry. So we've got a couple left in this set. Going to work it down the centre of the field again. Rodgers turns and spins. Last one then. Connors to the right of play. Told to get to their feet here, the Giants. They will do with Lolohea. Lolohea's going to send it high. McGowan up against Marshall. McGowan got hands on it. It's picked up by Connor. Ball went backwards. Nagama gets it. He's lost it. And it's picked up eventually by Wigan. And the referee, I think he's going to say that will be the turnover.
Yeah, it's probably a fair result. I think the ball came forward off McGowan anyway. Yeah, just got a hand to it. Connor back on the inside. Ngama then tries a fancy offload, but that drops into the hands of a Wigan player. Marshall works it out.
More good news for the Giants. Chris Hill has passed his HIA, so he will be eligible to come back into the play. Oh, Milner got a knock there. I think that was a bit of friendly fire on Milner.
Yeah,
he's up on his feet.
He's reeled out of that tackle, hasn't he? But yeah, he's making his way back into the defensive line now.
There's Kieran wrapped up, eventually in the tackle. Play the ball now. Forward come Wigan. There is Milner back in the tackle. Short of halfway. Smith back on the inside, but the Giants hadn't switched off. Now this is the last tackle. Smith under pressure, will just go high. Now this is going to be a contest. McGowan comes racing forward, shows his quality, takes it. Great take from McGowan.
Yeah, he's done well. It corkscrewed off Harry Smith's boot, but he's moved early, got himself into position, gave himself time. I think he's had a really accomplished start to life in Super League as Aidan McGowan.
Interesting what his future holds. Contract end of the season. Ball to Connor. Connor now will drop the ball back. Here goes Halsall. He's wrapped up.
It's that area again, isn't it? It's that right edge of defence for the Warriors. They're picking it, they're poking at it, they're trying to bend and break and make Wigan defenders do things they don't want to do.
Hold it, Tyler. Hold it now.
Maybe the try scorer on halfway, approaching half an hour gone here. Another juggle and then a kick in behind. Nagama's after this. Marshall just needs to be alert. Field got a nice bounce in the end. Field ducks under one challenge, backs himself to go down the sideline, cuts back in field. He's still going up to the 30. Eventually he's tackled.
That's just great footwork, isn't it? Absolutely great footwork. I've just given Aidan McGowan a load of praise, but if I've got one criticism there, and it's the technical one, wing plays, you've got to come from the outside, from the chalk inwards. Don't offer the sideline to someone with that speed.
And now a penalty. Much to the delight of the locals here. Sam Hewitt penalised.
Yeah, it's just too much in the tackle, isn't it? But Jayfield, you're defending against someone like Jayfield. You can't give him that meter on the outside, or he'll burn you. He's got great footwork, great initial speed. You maybe give up that extra initial meter and make sure that you make good contact.
Here's Patrick Mago into the action for the Warriors. Leeming in at dummy half. A set restart. Hampshire gets it away. Dupree hit and wrapped up. Hewitt involved in the tackle again there. Ball now working its way across to Smith. Smith drops the shoulder, goes it alone. Gets the ball away. It's a scruffy offload. It's kicked forward by Bibby. If he gets a bounce here, he does get a bounce. He won't surely outpace Phil, but he's still going, and his support just wasn't there. Bibby takes it, and now surely if they move it across the field, the Giants should go in. They get it away now. One more pass. They get it wide. Nagama has to wait for it. Nagama's got McGowan on the edge, and he's dropped it. Try goes begging for the Huddersfield Giants. Nagama looks at McGowan, McGowan looks at Nagama, and nobody goes over the line.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? You can see what Nagama was trying to do. He just trying to commit the defence, but he's rifled it over the shoulder of Aidan McGowan. But you chalk that up to a genuine try-scoring opportunity, and I'll tell you where that started. Again, with that pressure in defence, it was Tui Lolohea this time who came out of the defensive line. Harry Smith abandoned the pass play, ran, and then came up with the error. It's working well, is this defensive strategy for Luke Robinson and his men.
He would have wanted a second try there, though, for sure, Luke Robinson. Is that a turning moment in this game? Warrington, Hull KR, they'll be sat at home watching this one. They are going at it tomorrow night. What a cracker that is going to be. We'll be live at the Halliwell Jones tomorrow from 7:30 on Sky Sports Action and Sky Sports main event for that one.
Yeah, we'll see our studio guest George Williams in action, won't we? 24 hours from now. That'd be an absolute belter, you're right.
It's a can't wait. We said that the Leopards needed to win tonight. I understand there's been further developments at Castleford. Here come the Warriors. Short pass. Oh, Wardle's dropped it. Wow, oh, the ball given away by Lolohea, but it won't matter. Well, you don't often see that fella drop the ball too often. Going up against his former club, he'd want that one back.
Yeah, no, it's a nice bit of play in the lead-up. They hid Jayfield. Farrell found him, but then Jake Wardle, who I think has been one of the best domestic signings for the Wigan Warriors in many years, just couldn't hold it, didn't show his class on that occasion, did he? I'll tell you what, the Giants may have bombed the try, but they didn't hang around, did they? They switched straight into that defensive mode. It's looked stubborn, it's looked unforgiving.
Yeah, Lee in front. We said the Leopards needed to win. They were behind early on. It's live over on Sky Sports Arena now. Lee in front, 8 points to 4. Tell you what, if they win, should Wigan lose, then Tuesday night becomes a massive game, doesn't it?
Doesn't it just?
Well, the possession is evened up a little bit now. Those completion rates, not too bad. Huddersfield a little bit happier. And the tackles have levelled up a bit as well, John. So signs that Huddersfield just starting to have a little bit more of the ball.
Yeah, I think the possession is the key one. I think you need your fair share of possession at this stadium. Wigan on their own patch. You know, it's the worst thing you can do is to give them the majority of possession and therefore territory. They're doing a great job.
They are. Here they go again with Russell. Gets the ball away to Lolohea. Short pass was not taken in and knocked down. And I think we're going to get a knock on either way. Hewitt not happy with the pass.
Yeah, and he has right to complain as well, because it's a loose pass from Lolohea. We've seen a couple of those now. Nangama with a try-scoring opportunity. And Lolohea, yeah, it's just loose. He's not giving his back row forward the opportunity to really punch into that line.
Interesting again, they were attacking that right-hand side of Wigan.
Well, the blueprint was provided, wasn't it, 7 days ago?
Was. It's one thing having the blueprint, it's another thing executing.
As Huddersfield are finding out, yeah, you're right.
Well, they're doing all right at the moment. They would have taken this for sure. You just feel a Wigan try before the break could really turn it around, but Huddersfield defensively looked okay thus far. Here's Thompson. All action carry gets them over the halfway line.
Yeah, and they needed a carry like that. It's a great carry. North-south, plenty of aggression, because the last couple of sets in possession have looked a little flat.
They have. They go now forward again. Inside the 40 they go. Still a couple of tackles left. Here's Hampshire. Oh, he's lost it again. It's another uncompleted set, and that press is allowed to go on here. And Connor's sidestepping his way forward. He's going to get the ball away to Lolohea. Lolohea now gets the ball back to Connor. Connor fires a pass to Cudjoe. Cudjoe gets it away to Bibby. Bibby had Halsall on the outside, but opts to take the tackle. What a passage of play that was for the Giants.
Now then, that's a great shot that dislodged the ball, isn't it, from Hewitt. Comes out the hands of Hampshire. Told you he's a runner. He's a runner first, passer second, and a very good one, by the way. But he's got undone with a good regulation tackle. Little fumble at dummy half, but Ikehefo takes the tackle.
Yeah. Working overtime in the middle of the field onto the action. Thomas Deakin gets a short pass away here. That was Hill. They're inside the 20 again, the Giants. Can they add to their lead? Hewitt will play the ball. Deakin waits at dummy half. Gets it away to Cudjoe. Looks to kick in. Now was that play? That's picked up by Connor. Connor ball over the top for McGowan. McGowan stumbles and he'll be tackled. 10 out from the line. Garment gets it away. Here now is Lolohea. Plays at the line. Short pass to Hill. Hill bumps off one. Can't get rid of. May go around the bootlaces. Last one. Not the last one. They're going to come to this near side. There were bodies in the way. Lolohea will just straighten it up with Rushton here. The Giants happy to play patiently as Nsemba makes the tackle. 5 off the line, and now a penalty right in front of the posts here. Oh. And this will be a gift, 2 points for the Giants.
Yeah, and they definitely take it. They definitely take the 2 here. And 5 minutes before half-time, it's points for nothing. They have looked really enterprising in possession, haven't they, Huddersfield? It hasn't always stuck, has it? We said he wouldn't be concerned in about 15-20 minutes. That conversation may have changed a little bit, because I do think they've looked a little flat. Last couple of sets in possession looked a little flat, looked a little devoid of ideas. They're not going through the front door. That'll be the design. They've got some forwards there with some points to prove. But the Giants are having none of it.
I know. I don't think anyone can begrudge that Huddersfield are going to extend their lead here. Nick Robinson, Andy Kelly in the background, looking on. Jack Connor, time to have a laugh.
Clearly feeling the pressure.
Yeah.
He's a character, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, we had the 2, didn't we?
They might have had a disappointing year, the Giants, but when you've got players like him in a team that are coming prepared to play, there's always chance that they're going to put points on the board. Connor then. 9 metres out, right in front of the left upright. This for an 8-point lead. Straight through the middle. The Giants have got a 2-score lead here. The fans that have travelled more in hope than expectation will be happy with what they've seen for the opening 36 minutes.
Yeah, and it's a reward for persistence. I think they've stuck to they've come with a game plan. And that is clearly to use the ball in possession. Doesn't matter where you are on the field. They've come up with a couple of mistakes, and that happens if you get the licence to play, licence to throw the ball around. Inevitably, errors come with that. They've targeted a specific area of the Wigan defence, and they've been consistent with it. And I think they've blunted this middle, this aggressive, much vaunted Wigan pack. I think they've done a great job.
Well, it's a bit of a rolling maul there, going back towards the Giants line, but they hung on to the ball crucially. There's still 3 minutes left in this half. There's still time for Wigan if they put a really good set in here to set up field position. Giants, having taken the 2, will want to make sure they get through this set. Here's Cudjoe up to the 20. Halfway through the set.
Go third.
We'll come to Hill. Hill offers the dummy, goes to ground.
Go 4.
Now they'll play it with Cudjoe. Gets it away. Russell's going to go downtown. Field will collect this on the full. 25 off his own line. He will run it back. What's the Giants' chase like? It's not too bad, but they don't make the first tackle. Field up towards the halfway line. Well, is this Wigan's chance to get first points at the end of the first half?
Yeah, I'm not sure about the decision making there. I think you use every single play. You keep the ball out of the hands as long as you can. When you're creeping towards the halfway mark, you've got an 8-0 lead. I think you see your sets out.
There's a set restart here, so we're going to get another set from halfway. Here goes Thompson. Thompson again, a determined carry. Takes 3 defenders to stop him. And even then, they don't get him to the ground. So the Giants just on the back foot momentarily. Here, short pass to Mago. Lollahea was all over him and did well to hang on to his man inside the 30. Leeming finds Smith, finds Hampshire, short pass, and Semba takes it in.
Still 2.
Wrapped up, again stands in the tackle. Just signs for Wigan here. They're starting to win a couple of collisions. Ball now centre field. It's not the best pass. Smith did well to pick it up. Now the chip over the top. There was nobody chasing it barring Farrell, and Connor can go to the ground and he will take the tackle. What do we make of that play?
Yeah, it's well covered. Well, look, it's half of what we were saying, wasn't it? Harry Smith there he's obviously got it in his head. He knows that this Huddersfield Giants defence are aggressive on the edges. Going to try something different, but he was well covered by Jake Connor. And we're going to see a first half that's kind of going to fizzle out, really, if anything. And it's been underwhelming from the Wigan Warriors. I'll be generous and say that's been an underwhelming first 40 minutes.
Yeah, can't disagree with that. It's been flat in the stadium, hasn't it? There's been some big games here in recent weeks. Matty Peet's looking on from the gantry, and now he's seen his side give away a penalty. He might be making a swift exit down to the dressing room.
You're the one before Tyler.
Well, I don't imagine it's been too often this year that Matty Peet has had to lay the law down, but you get the feeling there's going to be some words exchanged in that home dressing room here. The Giants will have one play here.
Yeah, well, Lola here was in a rush to get this into touch, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. One play, this is it, this is the half.
Well, here is Russell, gets it away to Bibby. Bibby bumps off one. Dummies to kick. They'll just take what they've got, the Huddersfield Giants. Well, not too many saw this scoreline coming. Matty Peet's side came into it with back-to-back defeats, but Luke Robinson, who's asked for unity, has got unity, and Jake Bibby, the former Wigan Warriors star, got the try on 15 minutes. 2 goals for Jake Connor. But he's at the break. Could be a shocking story. It's Wigan 0. Can they do it? Sounds straightforward enough. Stop turning the ball over, John, but that wasn't in the plan at the first whistle.
No, I also think that I personally think that 8's not enough. I think the Huddersfield Giants, Luke Robinson talks about Wigan are going to go, Wigan need to go with them. I think Huddersfield need to consider, once they've got their defence sorted out, which on the evidence of the first 40 was really good, they've got to score some more points, and that's a decent start for the visitors. Penalty given away by Patrick Mago.
Thompson all over it, and it's out. There is Chris Radlinski. Jenna mentioned he went into the dressing room at half-time, Chris, and well, like I said, it's not often Wigan lose back-to-back games, but I'm sure he was only an interested observer. Matt Peet will have been doing the majority of the talking in there.
No, I would imagine there's a great deal of trust. Chris Radlinski is not going in there to lay down the law. That's not his job, is it?
No, all on halfway. You wonder how valuable those 2 points from Jake Connor's boot just before the break. That a 2-score lead does at least give the Giants a bit of breathing room. Here they go now with Cudjoe. And they get the first points of the second half. The Giants, they're looking to switch all their players across to this near side. It's they now putting some shape in. A little bit of a juggle. Hewitt did well to take that in. Just lost his momentum, but didn't drop the ball. And they're 30 away here, Huddersfield.
Go 4.
All played, one-handed pickup, gets it away to Connor. Connor with a step, goes through, but well, he got past Hampshire, he didn't get past Nsemba. And now down the short side, this is the last one. They need something, and they're going to go to ground with the ball 5 off the line, but it could have been much more for the Giants.
Yeah, don't mind it though. Really good first setting possession. Yes, they got a penalty, but they're finishing exactly the right part of the field. Deacon looks a live wire from dummy half, doesn't he?
Yeah, they've had a little bit of support. That could have been an opportunity, but once again, the Giants having a little bit of joy down the Wigan right. Ball brought forward by Kieran, who's racked up in his own 20.
I think this is the area they've done really well in Huddersfield. Mid-set, when Wigan normally start to get going and start to punch through, land on the front and get some momentum. I think this is where Huddersfield have done really well. The contact's good. They're really limiting the meters that Wigan are making.
Oh, they're not yet over the 40 here. 2 left in the set. Smith under pressure. He saw the chase coming. Ike-Ifo was all over him there, and Smith took his eyes off it and drops the ball.
I'll tell you what, if I saw him coming at me as well, I think I'd have a glance up as well. Ike-Ifo was as big as they come, and he made a beeline for Harry Smith. That's 2 errors now for the halfback, uncharacteristic, and he's not happy.
Interesting. Harry Smith not happy, coach not happy. Ike-Ifo wasn't overly happy. He wanted to get the halfback and get him on the ground, but next best thing, he spilt it. And the Giants will get a crack at the Wigan line early on here.
Well, I'll tell you what as well, this will all be set up for a play 3, play 4 spread to the left-hand side. They're going to go at Nsemba, they're going to go at Kieran, and they're going to go at Hampshire on this right edge. That's where they've had all the joy.
We're going to split 3 and 3. Huddersfield will split 4 and 2 to the left. That's where they're going to the left. Here's Bibby. We'll just straighten it up. 30 away.
I expect him to open the field up here and then come back.
Wigan's line speed on this occasion is good, but Ike-Ifo again drives them back. That's a good carry. And he wants a quick play of the ball as well, Seb Ike-Ifo. He's furious. They're going to work the short side. Back on the angle they come with Rushton. Right, they've set up to the right-hand side of the field. Connor is over on this left-hand side. Are they going now? Lolohea into the teeth of the line, gets it away to Russell. Here now is Connor. Connor gets it away to Hewitt. This time Kieran comes up with a good shot. And Nsemba around the legs, wraps up the tackle. Still got a couple left here, and a set restart. So an effort too many from Wigan. And here come the Giants now. Just settle this down. This next passage of play could well determine what happens in this game tonight. Can the Giants hold their nerve? Can the Warriors hold their defensive line? Here now is Lolohea. Drops it back on the angle, and Garma drops inside. Tackled 10 metres away. Deacon wants it. Gets it away now to Cudjoe. Back on the inside. Ike-Ifo carries forward. Right there. 5 out. Options all around. Ball flies to Lolohea. Stabs a kick through. Wigan need to deal with this, and Marshall will have to knock it dead. They were patient.
Smart play, really smart play, patient play. They saw the Wigan Warriors, Jake and Liam had come right up on that left edge. That's the play. Roll it in behind. And the possibility or probability, it's not certain these days, is it? The probability of another set in attack, another shot at this Wigan line.
This wasn't the start to the second half that Matty Peat and Wigan would have been wanting. Smith will launch it downfield. It's a good restart. Halsall catches it on the full. Gets it away. Ike-Ifo will drive it forward. Lee go further ahead over on Sky Sports Arena. Castleford 4, Lee 14. The Leopards, they are prowling on the edge of the playoffs. They're here on Tuesday night, live on Sky Sports. They're right in the mix all of a sudden, the Leopards. Ball now centre field. Lolohea gets it to Hill. Hill carries now 14 metres away. Options, you would think, to the left. That's where they're coming now. No, Deacon's gone to that right-hand side. Found himself isolated there.
Yeah,
will jump in.
Yeah, he's missed his assignment there. You saw Jake Connor and Lolohea shift left. Play still on, though.
It is, and here they are now, short. Ike-Ifo wrestles off one. Throws himself forward, last tackle. 5 off the line. They'll play it now. Here is Russell. He's going to hoist it high across the field. Connor thought he was taken out of it. Wigan come up with a ball, and Wigan are away. It's Wardle. Jay Wardle, the former Giant, racing away. Can he find a line? He will. Jay Wardle. When Wigan were on the ropes, Wardle saves them and goes the length of the field to score. The former Giant might just have landed a hammer blow to the Giants. Wigan 4, Huddersfield 8.
Then there's the class. There's the class from the centre, Jake Wardle. Once upon a time, a Huddersfield Giants player. His 6th try of the season, and that's a highlight reel. A 90-metre effort, and it was looking so promising for the Giants. The kick has just fallen straight into the lap of Wardle. Shrugs off the tackle attempt of Rushton, and then pins back the ears. He outpaces Lollahea, he outpaces McGowan, goes 90 metres, and all of a sudden, against the run of play for the first 7.5 minutes of this game, the Wigan Warriors are in. They own their account. There's a question mark there about the movement of Harry Smith. Referee Aaron Moore not concerned, waves play on. That's a great sight, isn't it? Some of our best in Super League in clear space. See Jay Field just idling on the inside, just in case, just for support, just in case it was needed. It wasn't. Wardle scores, Wigan are on the board, and here we go.
Jake Wardle, player of the match in a grand final against the Dragons. What a signing he is proving to be for Wigan. Talent, and this fella from this range doesn't often miss. 89%. You can almost write this one in the book.
Yeah, I think it's been a great pickup. Jake Wardle into the centres last year. Kieran joined this year.
Kieran then to get Wigan back within 2. Left-footed, strikes it straight through. Wigan back within 2.
Now, Jake Wardle scores, Kieran converts, but Luke Robinson was looking at the screen here, and he was looking at the movement off the ball from Harry Smith, who, well, certainly according to Jake Connor, moved him out, and he does step in towards the defender. Look, Aaron Moore is that, you won't get a better position than Aaron Moore is in, and he saw nothing wrong with that. Jake Wardle wasn't waiting to find out, was he? Streaks 90 metres and outpaces 2 desperate Huddersfield defenders in Lollahea and McGowan.
Well, Huddersfield had Wigan right where they wanted them, but they couldn't add to their lead. And will that be crucial? There's a ball collected here by Miskey, and that's more the type of run that the Wigan fans want to see tonight. A game-changing 60 seconds here at the Brick Community Stadium.
Well, the one thing that Huddersfield can't do is panic. They made a couple of changes. Andre Cervelli was on the field in an effort to stiffen up that defence. The defence, for the most part, has been excellent.
I mentioned the value of that penalty just before the break, and all of a sudden it grows in value. Wigan's try gets them back within 2.
As does the potential significance of the bottom try.
Yeah, and now the penalty conceded. Offside at the play of the ball.
Yeah, Aaron Moore could take his pick there, didn't he? Had Leroy Cudjoe and Sam Hewitt both offside. That's where it just gets a little bit quick. It's something I think they've dealt with really well, as I've been saying. Middle of the set, Luke Robinson's men have been really effective in defence in slowing that ruck down. As soon as it gets quick, not just Huddersfield Giants, all opposition struggle against his side.
Kick for touch is a good one. And Wigan are going to be back on the attack here. Looking to get themselves in front. Good carry. And Samba over the top there of Hewitt. Leaning out a dummy half. Gets the ball away. Taken in. Dupree on the charge. All of a sudden there's a lift in the crowd. They're looking short side. Potentially, no, they go open. Here is Smith. Straightens things up with Thompson. Thompson tackled 12 away. Smith comes to the right-hand side now. looking for the ball here. He'll get his hands on it now. Just straightens things up. Good tackle round the legs there from Deakin. And looking short side with Hampshire, uses a decoy, gets it to Miskey. Good shot from Connor, but the offload is there. Leeming now scampers across the field, looking to get to that left-hand side. Miss out pass, finds Marshall, has to put the brakes on and can't go for the corner. The scramble was on for the Giants there. Last one. Fans want a set restart, they don't get one. Smith's going to launch the kick across the field, and Sember going for his collecting, and they're over! Ryan Hampshire scores! And Wigan have back-to-back tries, and they are in front. Ryan Hampshire helps himself to a four-pointer, his fourth Super League try of the season, and Wigan hit the front.
That's just really well executed. Great set in possession, a roaming, searching, probing run from right to left from Cruzlim in settled position for this, and the kick is pinpoint. And Ryan Hampshire, it was a really congested area that the ball dropped into. He had Nsemba looming on his outside. He gets his hands above his head, commits, takes clean possession, and that's a really important score in the context of this game. The kick's perfect. The kick is inch perfect. If you looking from a Huddersfield point of view, you're thinking, could the defenders done a little more? Because there didn't look to be an awful lot of competition for that ball. Now, Hampshire doesn't mind. He's grabbed a try. A really significant try, and it puts Wigan into the lead for the first time in the game. With 50 minutes gone, I didn't think we'd be saying that tonight.
No. Kieran, another relatively straightforward effort for him. This to open up a 4-point lead. Matt Peake, no change from him. Inside, he'd be a little bit happier than he was 5 or so minutes ago. This for 12-8 then. Kieran once again is on the money. Wigan 12, Huddersfield 8.
Yeah, this is where it gets dangerous for the visitors. We know what Wigan are capable of. They have class right across this park. They take the lead through Hampshire's try. And this is now a dangerous period of the game, a really crucial period of the game. If the Giants want to stay in contention, the next 5 minutes is going to be really, really important. They've got to be tidy. They're going to have a clean defensive set. Because the Warriors have got a sniff now. They've got the noses in front. The crowd are engaged.
Lee extend their lead over at the Jungle. Lee here on Tuesday night, a game you'll see live on Sky Sports. Another try for Josh Charnley, 244 Super League tries for him. He's closing in on Danny Maguire and on Ryan Hall at the top of the table.
His tries per game ratio is better than anybody's. That is sensational. He's been so consistent. Don't forget, he spent a couple of years out of the game, 18 months out of the game in Rugby Union too.
He did. All carried forward here by Farrell. And this is a big test now of the Giants. Mentally, what have they got? I think Thompson's shown up well for Wigan tonight. He certainly had some go forward about him. This is the last one. They're going to look to go across the field and high. Smith sends it towards McGowan. Waits underneath it. Catches it inside the 20. And the chase, a good one. He's wrapped up. But finally, the Giants get their hands back on the ball.
Well, that's the first job done for Huddersfield. They'll be working in 2-minute segments. A set in attack and a set in defence. That's the first one chalked off. Hey, but look, they're not veering away from game plan. They're willing to spread the ball deep inside their own half.
Hold paddy. Hold paddy. Go first.
Just short of the 40. Here is Kudjoe. Up the middle he goes, wrapped up.
Move, hold it there, Liam. Hold Liam. Go 4. Okay, that.
It's it away. Here is Savelio.
Move.
Plays it quickly on the last one. Here now is Lolohea. Wigan not putting any pressure on Lolohea. They backed off him. He'll send it high. Fields under pressure. It's Marshall who comes and takes it out of his hands. A decisive play from Marshall. And a bit of a juggle in backfield from the Warriors.
Yeah, commanding call from Liam Marshall. He had the best view of it, and he wasn't under the same pressure that Jay Field was. Good wing play.
That Would have been an interesting contest there, because Deakin looked like he was going to get on top of Field. Marshall showing his quality.
Three. Goal 3.
Semba carries it forward. Better run.
Ball now, boys.
Wigan starting to find a little bit of joy in the forwards. Ball now with Smith. Down the field he goes. Kicks it in behind. Connor just turns and looks. Halsall wanted that to roll dead. It's not going to roll dead. He'll pick it up on his own line. The chase is a decent one. Halsall does well to get over the 10-metre line. And look at the effort from Thompson. First man there.
Yeah, and it's a kick mid-set as well. Third tackle. It's the benefit of having a really good kicking game. He's got a long kicking game as Harry Smith, and he's used it at the perfect time there.
Move 2. Holding. All right. Goal 2.
Ball from Russell finds McGowan. McGowan wrapped up as he looked to work his way forward. Working that short side here. Rushton runs at Smith. Gets 10 metres. Every metre valuable. The game far from over yet as Connor's looking for the... Well, I think he was looking for a 40-20, but he rather sliced his kick straight to the worst play he'd wanted to go to. Field, who comes back, tries to jink his way forward, and he's going to be wrapped up just short of the halfway line.
Don't go early, Tom. Go 1.
Just get the feeling, John, if Huddersfield can hold on for another 3 or 4 sets, there's still a chance in this game.
Yeah, look, after Wigan's second try, that is, it becomes crucial now. Not only have they got to get these defensive sets right, they can't stop playing themselves. They can't go into the shell. They need to keep playing. You stop playing, you're done.
And now come the Warriors. Semba, angled run up to the 20, wrapped up. More danger here for the Giants. Leeming at dummy half. We'll get the ball away to Smith. Smith gets it away now to Field. Field just puts the brakes on, comes back in. Field looking now for a gap. Was that high? No, it wasn't. He'll play the ball on the last. It's a scruffy play of the ball. Smith needs to get the ball away. Havard thought about the kick, then gets it away. Ellis will stab it forward. Is it going to roll dead? Is it going to roll dead? Wow, eventually. I think Connor just got a touch on it. He tried to wait as long as he could, but there was no time left.
Yeah, he had to. He just sat up at the wrong time, didn't he? And Havard, he shaped a kick 3 or 4 times and then remembered the front row's code. The ball should never touch the boot. He gave it to Kade Ellis for a different set of values, and it was a nice little weighted kick in the end. Bounced up at just the right time for Wigan, the wrong time for Connor.
10 seconds.
Matty Pete looks on. You can't tell me, John Wells, if it was 24-0, that kick's going out wide from Havard. Make no mistake. Here's, and Semba brings it back. Big roar goes around the Brick Community Stadium. Leeming. Set restart. Gets it away to Thompson. Tell you what, Leroy Kudjow's line speed was good there for the Giants. Leeming waits. The pressure building. Wigan looking to put the squeeze on. Farrell back on the angle. They keep threatening to go left, but now they're coming to the near side. Good read. Halsall. And Semba had to make that tackle and did. Wigan patient. Will straighten things up again here. Ellis leads the charge inside the 10. You get the feeling we've seen this script before. Wigan grinding their way. As now the ball comes to Hampshire, takes on Russell, wrapped up 5 metres out. Smith wants it. Gets the ball now. Goes across to that left-hand side. Field, short pass to Farrell. Farrell going to be wrapped up by Nagama. Last one incoming. Ball will go back to Smith. They're coming back across field to Hampshire and Semba. Ball batted down. Hampshire collects it. Is it going to be bounced? Oh, it didn't. That was knocked on, wasn't it? That was knocked on by the Huddersfield Giants. Well, the bounce of the ball, and Sam Halsall could have been racing the length of the field there. He's not happy about the decision, but if this bounces up into his hands, he's away and gone.
Yeah,
So Michael Withers.
I don't think he goes. I think Abbas Miski's in his eye line. I don't. Just get on the ball, dive on the ball. You've been under pressure now. You've been under pressure for 5 minutes.
Matt Pete saw it.
You're not kidding. But I just, again, if he had his time again, just dive on the ball, kill the ball, get possession back for your team.
Shot clock off. Okay, Adam. Ball's in now.
All into the scrum. Wigan goes short. Now they're looking to put it through the hands. Not the best pass from Field. For Field, picked up by Marshall. Marshall just straightens things up. Tackle 15 away.
Hold Adam. Go one.
Ball going forward again. We're inside the final quarter of this game. Wigan going back to the Super League summit.
Goal two. Andre's good now.
Short pass. They're grinding their way forward. Ellis trying to power his way through. Options either side. They're right underneath the crossbar here, Wigan. It's a slow play of the ball. They're going left. Here now is Smith. Smith short pass knocked on. Huddersfield survive again. And they tackle 5 out from their own line. Fair play to the Giants. They're hanging in there.
They're doing incredibly well. They've been under pressure now for 4 or 5 minutes. Repeat sets in defence. And this ball fired at the shoulder of Jake Wardle. And the Giants stand firm. As I said before, they can't stop playing when in possession.
And the leaders, the top two, go at it tomorrow. Warrington against Hull KR live from 7:30. Sky Sports Action, Sky Sports main event. Hull against Saints. Can Saints pick up a much-needed win? That's on Sky Sports main event on Saturday. And then Salford Leeds, a huge game in the playoff race, is from 5:30 on Saturday, and the Dragons go to the Broncos on Sunday. Verdict on Wednesday. Plenty to talk about for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Luke Robinson would have made of that set either. Look, they weren't exactly making massive inroads, but they had another tackle there. They've kicked early and kicked straight down the throat of Liam Marshall. You know what this back three can do. I mean, look at Miskey on the ball here now, shrugging tacklers aside. That's 3-4 and an offload.
It is. Miskey and Rogers are having a bit of a set two off the ball there. Wigan, they go back into the action. Castleford not done yet. Get back within 10 against Lee. That's live over on Sky Sports Arena now. Must win, you feel, for the Leopards, but the Tigers have been in good form.
Goal third.
3 of the last 4. Here now is Smith. Gets it away. Hampshire. Little double pump. Can he get through the line? No, he can't. The pressure you feel is growing here. Can Huddersfield hang on? Ball now popped up, taken in by Havard. Runs straight and hard towards the post. Wrapped up a couple away. Last one. Options with Smith. Gets it to Smith now. Gets it to Farrell. Short pass. Here's Field. Field steps out of 1. Steps out in 2. Jay Field back with a bang for the Warriors. He's missed the last 6, but he might just have wrapped up the spoils. Wigan lead 16 points to 8.
Game breaker, Jay Field. It looked like the last play was fizzling out, and then it dropped into the hands of the genius with the feet. I mean, looking at his movement, looks to be going nowhere. Quick hands, dives between 2 players. First couple of steps, beautiful jink back inside. Now with the speed and pace, and we talk about all this, and then there's the raw speed and agility of someone like Jay Field that completely tears apart any kind of defensive structure. Game-breaking moment for the Wigan Warriors. It's a lovely little soft pass from Liam Fowler, isn't it? But the rest is down to one man. They've missed him, yes. He's back.
Well, remarkably, that's his first try on home soil this season. That is a remarkable stat. And that's him done. Night done, Jay. Go have a sit down, sir. 64 minutes on his return, maybe with a view to Tuesday night. Don't want to push it too far.
Absolutely. I think it's the Rugby League equivalent of a mic drop, isn't it? Score the game-breaking try, because you felt like the Huddersfield Giants were hanging on. And then Field crosses with some magic feet. And you're right, they'll put him in cotton wool and rest him up for next week's game.
There he is, having a well-earned drink. Adam Kieran right in front. 3 from 3. And it's 18 points to 8.
take a look at this on the next replay of the try from Jay Field. There's 5 Huddersfield Giants players who actually make physical contact with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None of them can lay more than a glove on him. That's what footwork, agility, vision and speed can do. There's not many in Super League who could have scored that try.
We're pleased to have him back. Bit of breathing room for the first time tonight for Wigan. 3 unanswered tries, and that length of the field effort from Jake Wardle, a real game changer.
Hold there, boys. Go on, you stole that one. Still one.
Wigan coming forward up to their own 20. Here now is Farrell. Hits the ball away to Mago. Let's head down to Jenna Brooks then, who's got some team news.
Yeah, Luke Thompson came out and played about 6-7 minutes of that second half. He's come off. He's been receiving a bit of treatment on his feet. He's got both shoes off at the minute. There he is there. I spoke to the doctor. She said it's precautionary. He got stood on. Didn't seem too concerned, but yeah, he's off for the night.
Okay, thanks, Jenna. Here come the Warriors with Miski. Miski down the sideline. Going to put the kick in field. Could be a try here. A bit of a juggle. Walters bats it back. His play on. Connor's there to collect the ball.
Well, I'll take you what. Take a bow, Aidan McGowan. He's run 50 metres across field to put the pressure on to get in the eye line of the Wigan player. And he's forced the error. It's fallen into the hands of Jake Connor. But we talk about what wingmen do in possession. Off the ball. You see him just appearing in your screen from the right-hand side of the field. Just races in and does enough.
Error. And a big chance here now for Wigan. Havard surely had to go through hands. He might go it alone, the big fella. Well, he's just had a chance. Slipped through his fingers. He was trying to power his way over. Set restart. Havard tackled 2 off the line. Wigan about to put this game away, you feel. Can the Giants find more energy to defend their line? English with a tackle. Couple of metres out. Another set restart, is it? Ball now goes to this near side. Here now is Smith. Steps out of 1 tackle. Can he find an offload? No, he can't. Racked up 10 away. The Giants keep turning up for each other. Ball's on the ground and a penalty. English not happy with the decision.
Well, they're hanging on, aren't they? The Giants are hanging on. There's just too much in the tackle from Ollie Russell. So says the referee. And Wigan Warriors are kicking for goal. They're going to take the 2 here. They're going to take the heat out of this.
Pete happy to take the 2. We'll make it, of course, a 12-point lead. But if you're a Huddersfield Giant, are you happy that they're taking the shot here? It gets you down the other end. You still need 2 tries, even if they don't kick
Well, I think you get as happy as you can be conceding an extra 2 points. But crucially, it puts some oxygen back in the lungs of the Huddersfield Giants. The one warning I would say for Giants fans is that they went scoreless in the second 40 against Leeds last week. Not scoring an awful lot of points in the second half of games.
It's initially slow. Yeah, just
they go for 2. They could have nearly had 6. Miski kicks back on the inside. Look at McGowan, top of your screen. He's in full flight there to make sure that Sam Walters couldn't take possession of that ball. Look, he may not be on the winning side tonight, but you know, it's efforts like that where you can really make a name for yourself, and it's what your teammates love as well.
Yeah, Sam Walters, who's had an injury hit start to his life with the Wigan Warriors. Good to see him out there. Adam Kieran looking to keep his 100% record going. This for a 12-point lead. And look, it's that tight at the top. Points difference could be crucial come the end of the season.
Been saying it all year. Last year, if you remember, top spot decided on points difference.
And there's another 2 on the Wigan tally. 20 points to 8. They are going back top of the Super League. Almost a sigh of relief there from Matty P. Not quite being how he envisaged it, but his team needed answers second half, and they've overpowered the Giants.
Yeah.
And Luke Robinson can only look on.
Yeah, Robinson and the Giants season may have gone Matt Peate's title defence is very much on, but there's no getting away from it. They've been off the boil now for 2 or 3 weeks, and they're going to come away with the points this evening, you feel, but it's still not a performance that I think anybody would be completely pleased with.
We'll tap back. Wigan get it back. And it's a short field now for the Warriors.
Yeah, Kieran gets up and then it's Miski who taps it back. Well dealt with. That's decent as well, though. Fenton Rogers gets in quickly on Liam Farrell.
Carried forward by Havard, wrapped up just short of the halfway line.
The general stuff from Huddersfield's been pretty good, hasn't it? They got undone with a 90-metre intercept from Jake Wardle. Well, fair enough, you doff your cap at that. And then a piece of brilliance from Jay Field. There's not been that much between the two sides.
No. Well, the length of the field kick return. Hampshire finished from a kick. Now they're looking to go through the hands. Good skill from Walters. Gets it away to Wardle. Wardle down the sideline. Can't get the kick away. Eckersley was loitering with intent on the inside, but couldn't get on the end of the kick. Right. We're watching two of the best in the business when it comes to this period of the game. Wigan scored more tries than anybody else in the Super League in the last 10 minutes. Huddersfield are up there as well. Well, they need 2 here in quick succession to take this game into Golden Point.
Well, they're going to have to go to the top of the table in that particular department, aren't they, if they want to win this game? You know, they've not come in and waved the white flag, though, have they, the Giants? I think the scoreboard would suggest otherwise, but as I said, 2 acts.
That's an error.
Oh, dear.
Lollahay again in the way of Connor, and Connor puts it down. He was getting ready to kick it, and I think he thought Lollahay was just in his line of sight. Disappointment for the Giants. Connor. So often the pantomime villain. There's no sympathy for him here at the Brink Community Stadium. And Wigan now, can they be ruthless in the closing stages? Can they add to those 15 tries they've got in the last 10 minutes of matches so far this season? All carried forward. Havard wrapped up, will stand in a 3-man tackle. Farrell in at dummy half now with leaving off the field. Gets it away. Mago will find Hampshire. Hampshire gets the ball away. Kieran with a step. Kieran going for the line. They're all around him. They'll hold him up in goal. So he'll have to go back to the 10 to play it. But they're wobbling here, the Giants. Well, they're refusing to throw the towel in. Ball now to Farrell. Farrell now gets it out the back to Smith. Kick over the top, looking for Marshall. Ball bounces, and eventually he's tapped dead. In fact, it wasn't tapped dead. It's going to be a 20-metre restart.
No, he's benefited because he's missed his swing at it, as Aidan McGowan. Referee gives 7 tackles set. He meant to. I think he meant to knock this out of play. He's missed it, and he's looked out.
Oh, we're using the boxing analogies. That was a bit of shadow boxing here. Nothing there. Milner back into the action. Ikehefo drives it forward.
Well, I'll tell you what, a try for Huddersfield now would make things interesting. That'd make for a really, really interesting last 5 minutes, and Hampshire jumping right out of the line there.
Yeah. Simba gets his man, though. Here now is Rogers. Drives it forward. Inside the 40, balls come free, and he's lost it.
Just lost it in collision, that Fenton. You've lost it in collision.
Everything looks great, doesn't it, about the way he plays? Aggressive, Route 1 stuff, and there's more than a hand on there, isn't there, from Tyler Dupree? I reckon Fenton Rogers could feel a little aggrieved about that.
This side, boys.
It was had hands in the tackle, but might just have let go at the right time there.
10 seconds.
6 to go then. 12 points the advantage. Wigan, as it stands, will be back at the Super League Summit. What a game tomorrow night. as there's going to be a kick here, and there's a chance for Eckersley, who's after this, and Eckersley, if he gets a bounce, he's going to score for sure. He will get a bounce, and he will score. Zach Eckersley over, set play from the scrum. The kick downfield was a fine one, and it's all smiles for the Warriors. They're going back to the top of the Super League.
That's the sort of stuff you practice on the training field. It's the stuff that you might run a couple of times before the end of a training session. Harry Smith has played for, oh, rather it's Ryan Hampshire, played for and got directly off the scrum. We know Eckersley's got pace. He hasn't got that out-and-out raw speed of a Bevan French or a Jay Field, but as he's shown us recently, he is some athlete, isn't he? He very quickly takes over the retreating Huddersfield defence, slows his gait, checks his stride, waits for his bounce, and closes out this much-needed win for the Wigan Warriors.
It is indeed. Played for. Once it went through, there was only one winner in the chase. Just needed the bounce, and he got a kind one. And he makes no mistake. So, tough kick for Adam Kieran.
1 minute, Adam.
Eckersley enjoying a run in the side.
Yeah, they think a lot of Zach Eckersley here at the Wigan Warriors. And he's going to find himself in a utility role, isn't he, for the foreseeable future, because you've got some positions nailed on when French and Field are fit and healthy. You would also argue that Kieran and Wardle in the centres are pretty much... they're their positions, they belong to those two players, so he's gonna have to move around, he's gonna have to be patient, but he has scored 3 tries in the last 4 games, so he's making a statement to his coach.
Yes.
Leave me out at your peril.
Yeah, toughest kick of the night then for Adam Kieran, but he's still 66% chance of kicking this. Left-footed kicker.
And it's the right side for him.
It is.
And we know he's a sharpshooter.
In a year when every point could be crucial, and the 2 more going the way of the Warriors.
Back on.
Strikes it pretty well. Strikes it very well. 5 from 5 for Kieran. Little smile to the crowd as he makes his way back. Still no smile from Matty P, but he will avoid losing a 3rd successive game. It is only back-to-back defeats. There's Bevan French. He'll be delighted his teammates have got the job done tonight.
Yeah, they will, and if we believe the rumours are true, it won't be too long we see him back on the field and back in action just at the right time of the year, the business end of the season. Oh dear, that's an error from the kickoff. It was a ball that swirled through the air and Harry Smith just couldn't get to it on the full. He's knocked that into touch, and look, it's going to be too little too late for the Huddersfield Giants, but it's going to be a chance to close that gap, if nothing else, for the visiting side.
We'll get a chance 10 away for a consolation. Your mind wanders back to that Nagama pass that could have made it 10 points to 0. Ifs, buts and maybes. The Wigan Warriors turned it around, and now they have it. The Giants inside the 10. Ball out to Connor. Connor, ball over the top, looking for Halsall. Halsall cuts back in. He can't get the ball away. And the tackle made 5 out. Quick play of the ball. Ball fired into Russell. Gets it away to English. English will drive one in. Going to be tackled. Back inside the 10. Well, now will work its way across field. Russell short pass. Ikehifo trying to drive his way to the line. He's shown up well with ball in hand tonight, but the Giants have had a lot of it in the second half. Here now is Lollahea. Gets the ball away. They're kicking out wide, looking for Halsall, who will get up high, collects it, and he will get a try. Back at Wigan, Sam Halsall, back on his old stomping ground. Well, he'll enjoy that moment personally, Sam Halsall. It's his 6th Super League try of the season, back when it all started for him. And the Giants do get a consolation late on.
Well, ultimately, it's a kick to nothing, isn't it? But when you've got somebody with the range and athleticism of Halsall, gets up, takes it cleanly, AFL style, above his head, it's a really good take. It's a confident take. I'm looking at Miski, though. You talk about players wanting time again. Miski's just caught flat-footed. Halsall's appeared in his eye line. He got first shot at it. And Tuilola here passes on to Russell. Russell sticks it on the toe. and that's as clean a catch as you're going to see. And a finish, and you're right, it's going to be too little, too late.
And Connor converts from the sideline in double quick time there. Well, the Giants haven't quite given up yet. The clock may well beat them. But Sam Halsall, what a talent he is now. He's averaging over a try every other game for Huddersfield, and that's some effort, isn't it?
I think he was part of that trade, wasn't it, that brought Jake Wardle to the Wigan Warriors. But he's finding his feet in Super League with the Giants. They're spreading from the kickoff. They're not going to die wondering, the Giants, are they? Connor out to Lola here, goes out to Ngama.
Yeah, ball going forward with the Giants. 2 minutes left then. There's been a lot to like about the Giants and the way they've stuck at it. They're missing quite a lot of key players as well, but they've had a good go tonight. It is full time over at Castleford, and a win for the Leopards, who remain in the hunt for a playoff place. They've beaten Castleford 20 points to 10. Reminder, Lee are in Wigan Tuesday night. What a game that's going to be.
Isn't it going to be a fantastic, and it's going to shape, I think, the final month of the season, isn't it, as well?
It is. Here come the Giants again. Oh, the pass out wide. Well, the touch judge is wearing a green shirt, but he's not playing for the Giants, so he couldn't take that pass in.
Connor desperately asking for the referee to consider a hand in there, but Miskis was nowhere near it. He abandoned the first shot of the pass and then overcooks the second, and that's the game done. And you talk about injuries and significant players missing. I think 2 of those would be Adam Swift, your leading try scorer. He's only played 10 games this season. He's not played for 8 weeks, and he's still their leading try scorer. And Isan Masters, most tackle busts, most meters starting this round, and he hasn't played for 4 weeks. So 2 really significant absentees for Huddersfield.
Okay.
And they've played well. They've played well in defeat.
Here's Walters. There's a one final Warriors score to wrap up proceedings. Here's Mago, gets it away to Hampshire, gets it away to Eckersley, who is wrapped up by Russell.
Move, hold Chris. Hold now, Chris. Go 2.
26 unanswered points in that second half. Turn this game around after Huddersfield led 8-0 at the break, but they had chances, and really that Wardle 90-metre try wrapped it, really changed this game in favour of Wigan. And from that point, they haven't taken a backward step.
Go 4.
Well, now with Smith, not the best pass. It's allowed to run through. Eckersley will collect it, didn't panic. Eckersley will bring it back, sidestepping his way through, gets the ball away. Here now is Wardle. Wardle bumps out of one, tries to stab the kick through. The Giants will fall on it. We've got a penalty. So there is one more passage of play left. Are they going to take the 2? They are. They're going to add another 2 to the tally. So the hooter has gone. Matty Peake will make his way down to the pitch. We'll hear from him, get his reaction after back-to-back defeats. I think this was the high tackle.
Yeah, it's just Chris Hill, and it's got fatigue written all over it as that. So it'll be a chance for Adam Kieran to go 6 from 6 from the boot. And we've said it, and we will labour the point. This Super League this year, every single point matters, and I've no doubt it'll determine positions on the table. So when you get an opportunity to take some for free, you do. And when you've got someone with a success rate, not just tonight, which is perfect, but season-wide in the high 80s, that's pretty much a gimme, isn't it, this from Adam Kieran?
Yeah, and into the 90s when this goes over. And this to wrap things up for the Wigan Warriors. Adam Kieran strikes it straight through the middle. Just stands there and admires Adam Kieran. It was a night that didn't start the best for Wigan. Jake Bibby's try and a couple of Connor goals meant the Giants led 8-0 at the break. But Wardle's long-range effort really turned the game around. And it's set the Wigan Warriors on their way. They are going back to the top of the Super League. It's over to Warrington and Hull KR tonight to see who can knock them off the top spot. The Warriors get it done. They've beaten Huddersfield by 28 points to 14.
Mark Johns, thank you very much. Well, just before we kicked off the game here tonight at the Brick Community Stadium, I asked our special guest, George Williams, who he thought would win and by how much. I have to bring it up, John Wilkin. He said Wigan, he said 14.
I did, I nailed it. I nailed it.
A superstar of the Super League and a superstar pundit. George, if you are a Wigan player, you've lost your last 2 games. You come here tonight, you play a side sitting in 9th who have got pride alone really to play for. And you win in that manner with that scoreline. You're feeling what as you circle the pitch, clapping the crowd and go back to the changing rooms?
I think the Wigan players will feel a bit of relief. They was way off the boil in the first half, but credit to them, they came out in the second half, they posted, 28 points, so I think that's a pleasing thing for them. I think going forward, they still want to perform better, looking at the bigger games at the end of the year, but to score 28 points is pretty good.
Yeah, and I think if they'd have gone 6 halves of rugby and not had a reaction, then that's when people start to get twitchy. They didn't get a reaction at Hull at half-time, didn't get a reaction last week at Warrington at half-time, so the fact they've got a reaction at half-time and produced a second-half performance, but by no means perfect, Brian, but they've scored points and got out to a convincing lead. I think Matty P will be encouraged just to arrest that form.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Back to winning ways. Would I be mischievous to suggest that Lee will look at this game when they're previewing it? They'll look at this. I'm not going to say their eyes will light up, but they will not see Wigan at near their best even.
Yeah, not at all, but Lee are playing really well at the moment. They've won again tonight. Quote me if I'm wrong, but they've won the last 3 or 4 games, so they're on a roll and they'll come here full of confidence.
Yeah, I think without doubt the veneer or the perfection that Wigan had that galvanised them maybe a month ago is gone, hasn't it? Now, and I think Warrington are the team that blew that off.
Fickle.
No, but what I'm saying is, when you're playing against the team that are in such good form, it's almost difficult to see a way of beating them. And I actually think other sides, Huddersfield came here today thinking they could win. I'm saying a month ago, no chance. And that's what 2 defeats like that can do.
Well, it has blown open, of course, the race for the top 2, the race for the league leaders' shield, and that man blew open the Huddersfield Giants.